Hi, I'm Shannon McGee, strategic business coach and franchise owner with Network in Action and NIAX here in the metropolitan Nashville area. And today I have Tony Chiappetta with Chips. Thanks for joining me today, Tony.
Thanks, Shannon. Great to be here.
Okay, so tell me, this is one of my favorite questions. Tell me a little bit about your entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah, it's really had kind of twists and turns along the way. I started Chips originally in 2001 as a kind of a IT practitioner, helping businesses just really take technology and utilize it better. And over the last couple decades, we're on the forefront of what's now called to be managed services. I actually got the opportunity to help pioneer the concept of managed antivirus, and was able to kind of launch that, speak to MSPs from around the country about that concept. And almost 10 years later, got introduced to the folks in the intelligence loop that create these kind of products for the US intelligence community. So when AppGuard got declassified and was available for commercial use, we then again stepped up to figure out how does this work across the business community here in the United States. Put together a really good program, tested it in the marketplace, got a lot of feedback, and now is the commercial distributor for AppGuard across North and South America. What we're doing is taking my 20 years experience in running a successful managed services practice, helping those same owners take AppGuard to lower their cyber risk for themselves, for their clients, but also use it as a tool to create more efficiency across their organization, which ultimately allows them to add more clients and service more customers with the same amount of tech. So it really changes the math for them and allows them to be more profitable and do the things they want for their customers.
Wow. What a fascinating journey. Like, I love that. And I love the idea that you're coming in with this product that saves them that time. Therefore, your product is something that in essence pays for itself. Not to mention the biggest part about it is this, minimizing risk. So tell us more about, like, speaking to, as say, a non-tech person. Help us understand about the products and service that you provide and the impact.
Yeah, so it's kind of twofold. On the technical side, we've always heard about ransomware and these cyber breaches happening in the news, right? They happen, and it's not that those organizations, some of them very, very large, it's not that they're ignoring the threat, it's that the bad guys figure out how to evade detection. So if you
Mhm.
think like a security system for your house or for your business, there's multiple sensors looking at multiple different things across the board, right? But
Mhm.
it's all very reactionary. It's they only go off after the bad guys have kicked in your door, they're taking your stuff, they're spray painting the walls, just creating a mess, right? Same is true with antivirus and EDR, all these detection-based softwares. And now that you have AI doing amazing stuff, AI is actually able to evade the detection just dynamically by understanding as it gets into the environment. Oh, I see, here's your backups. Let's get rid of those. Oh, I see this is the brand of, firewall and antivirus, and they just bypass all of these things right on the fly. So now, instead of the bad guys having to know that ahead of time, their AI driven malware is just doing that for them. And we're seeing just an exponential expansion of, targets being, hit and, businesses being victimized. So what AppGuard's going to do is prevent the execution of even that AI threat. So
Oh,
you can have your computer in a, even in a public network that's super hostile and things are, trying to attack it all day long. AppGuard's just going to shield that so the attack can't even start. So it's really changing that instead of being reactionary and trying to stop the attacker before they've gotten in. AppGuard's going to make sure that they, can't even get in to begin with, essentially. So it's
wow.
very different. And not only is it able to stop, a business from being victimized, but when you think of it from, our clients, our partners standpoint, it costs them a lot of money to be constantly reacting
Yeah.
to, hey, this doesn't work, or I clicked on this and there's a big problem now, right? it's not only devastating for the end client, but it's also very expensive for the managed service provider, right? So from a, efficiency standpoint, when all those things go away, not only is the client happy because they can just simply concentrate on their job, but the managed service provider can, give quality service and actually have time to be strategic, that kind of thing. So we're helping on both sides there. And, we see this as not only the next generation, but also a paradigm shift in cybersecurity from moving away from reactionary that's very, very expensive and, can put businesses out of business very easily to, setting the posture of, hey, we're only going to do the things that our organization wants to happen and everything else just isn't going to, get the time of day. So.
I love that, because even regardless of industry, function in the business, proactive is always going to save the time and the expense, so I love what you're doing. So obviously you want to meet like managed service providers, and
Mhm.
others, because you can complement their services, find them the efficiency, help them scale, with a great much needed product. Like, technology is scary these days, and the
Mhm.
evolution of AI and everything else, it's pretty terrifying. And so having a proactive partner is amazing. Besides the MSPs, who else are you looking to connect with? Like, who are good connections or referral partners for you?
Well, other technology vendors in the industry, whether they're selling software like some kind of ERP billing practice type software, maybe it's other technology equipment, copiers, scanners in healthcare. There's a lot of equipment that's computer driven, like X-ray machines, MRI machines, those kinds of things. Even ATM vendors, they have a computer there. All those things can be secured by AppGuard. And then also when you start to think about compliance, you've got like manufacturers that
Mhm.
have equipment. They have to be CMMC compliant if they're working with the government. You've got even car dealerships now that have to be up to speed with the latest FTC safeguards, compliance mandates, because they're dealing with a lot of sensitive information. So, compliance consultants, cybersecurity consultants, there's a term called vCISO out there where people will come in and they're the virtual chief information security officer or chief information officer. Those people are great to connect with because they're the ones that are making recommendations on how their
Mhm.
clients can really, kind of shore up their, technology footprint there and make sure that they're not being breached. So all those make great introductions for me. And if there is somebody that is concerned about their security, I'm happy to have a consultation with them. And hopefully, if they're wanting to move forward, we can connect them with a partner in their area physically so that they can get not only AppGuard, but other support needs in the future as they come up.
I love that. So, Tony, this is so fascinating. If someone wanted to get a hold of you, what's the best way to reach you?
So I'm very active on LinkedIn. We have our blog posts going up there at least once, if not multiple times per day. They can find me there. Otherwise, our website is prevent and then hyphen ransomware.com. So prevent-ransomware.com. They can come check out our videos there and send an email or a LinkedIn connection. Be happy to schedule kind of a introductory meeting or consultation to help business leaders understand the threats that are really going to be exponentially greater here this coming year with AI, not only being polymorphic, but the self-propelling worm malware is making a comeback. So it's going to be really different here in the next few months.
So, follow you on LinkedIn, reach out, connect. It's really, it's actually really nice peace of mind to know that there's a partner like you out there that can help in a proactive. Like, really, that's the differentiator. It's proactive. Like, it's fascinating. I really appreciate your time today, Tony. It's been great talking with you.
Thanks, Shannon. Appreciate it.